Hello everyone, this is John, and I'm here tonight to talk about an alternative display that I had the great opportunity to create with a good friend of mine, Ken Duncan. This display was created to represent our study group in a competition at the 2009 Carolina Bonsai Expo. Arthur Jur is as the curator at the North Carolina Arboretum there of the bonsai, has always been one to encourage creativity in displays and to maybe step away from tradition a little bit. So I want to show you something that is a display that we've created that I think does step away from tradition. I think it might be out of character or not classy to talk about the subtleties of a display if you're talking about a traditional Japanese display. That would be out of character. But since this is something stepping out of the box and trying to step out of the traditional Japanese box, I am going to try to talk about some of the layers and subtleties of this display. It may take two parts of this video. I'm limited to 5 minutes on creating my videos here, so there may have to be a part two. So anyhow, let's get started. Ken and I have had have been working on the ideas or the concept behind this display for nearly 2 years now. It's really evolved greatly over that time. But here's the final display, and that's really 2 years worth of work. Now, I guess what you're seeing right now is you're seeing 12 feet of black panels on the back, two side panels that kind of angle off to kind of focus your attention. There's a light box here on the front that is set in front of the trees about 6 feet. Let me show you that. Okay, so you can see we used black on the floor and black on the supports for the trees just to try to make the trees the complete and total focus. We also added some pictures to try to tell the story. One other thing that we did that I think is not necessarily, I think it's out of character for a display this large, but we had a theme. We tried to tell a story. Since we're from the state of South Carolina, and we were both just in awe of the nature and natural wonder of South Carolina, we thought a display that might share that would be in order. So this display represents a journey from the mountain waterfalls to the coastal swamps of South Carolina. You can see on the right, and actually if you're looking at South Carolina from Asheville, to your right you'd see the mountains. There's a picture looking out from Caesar Head, looking into the mountains of South Carolina. These trees represent not exactly, if you're familiar with the area, these are a little more rugged than what you might find on the top of Caesar's Head, but still you might find some pine trees similar to this. Going down 276 from Caesar's Head down that curvy road, there's some wonderful trees and rock outcroppings that people have stopped at for years. So that kind of represents the upper part of the state. In the center of the state, there's great forests, just wonderful forests now, and many trees that might be represented in a forest like this elm forest. In the lower part of the state, there's many rivers, much floodplain, lots of swamps, and this bald cypress represents the coastal regions and the swampy part of South Carolina. With the flash, you can see a few more of the details. You can see there's also a picture on the side panel, and I'll get to that in a minute. That's one of the layers that's kind of out of bounds there. Alright, I'm about 4.5 minutes in, so I'm going to stop here, and we'll start from here on the second video. Please keep watching. Thanks.